So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me.
Mohamed Salah! Oh, extraordinary.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Nouri. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too, and I see him as the latest in line. Okay, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's Szoboszlai. McAllister. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Semenyo. Reinders. Rodri. Out to the left it goes. Now Foden. He's having a go! Liverpool are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Rodri. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Rodri opts for safety. And it's Nunez. Now Semenyo. Foden out to the right. Foden. Oh, that's fabulous. Played through for the wide man. And it's Rodri. And Reinders. And here's Semenyo. And here's Foden. And that is a little undercooked. Wirtz. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's there to clear it. Haaland. He shifted it to the flank. And it's Rodri. Frimpong. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. Foden. Szoboszlai. Doku. Here's Rodri. Doku.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Matches Nunez. And Reinders. Foden. Crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. One has ended up in no man's land. And it's Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Wirtz. And it's Szoboszlai. Konate. For Szoboszlai. And he was quick to react. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nouri, he's gone forward. Rodri. Foden. Haaland. Haaland. Reinders. Decent chance! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, he's played it in low. Konate getting this one clear. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Wirtz. He's got away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Reinders.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And here's Isak. He slings it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Doku. Konate with the slide tackle there. Now it's Wirtz. And it's McAllister. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. Semenyo.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Tries a shot! And the pass is intercepted. Gravenberch! And yes, it's there! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foden. Oh, he's found support out wide. Doku gets into a good position. That is good strength.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, Red, nice interception. Szoboszlai. Gravenberch. Liverpool have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Doku. Foden. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Gets good distance on it. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's McAllister. Tries to pass it through, and he shoots! It's hit the upright. He has done it! Do not write them off. Back they come. Szoboszlai at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Wirtz. Number 11, Mohamed Salah. Number 8, Szoboszlai.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
17,
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bernardo Silva. Cherki. And here's Haaland. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now this could be a chance. There's no flag. He's had a shot! Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Haaland. Doku. And that will be it. Liverpool have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats, the curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing.
Can he finish? Rising over the bar.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Matheus Nunes. Semenyo picks it up out wide. Foden. He's in a good position here. Isaac. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's
having a shot! And it's come back out to him. Oh, it's come off the upright.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Semenyo providing an outlet on that flank. Gravenberg can get it clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
Robertson. Still goalless. McAllister. And it's Wirtz. And here's Isak. Soboslai. Plenty to... Soboslai! And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Great vision. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Foden is standing over this one. Great chance here to level it up. Good ball, good take. Foden! Played out wide. Foden. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mohamed Salah. And he's had it nicked away. Van Dijk. To McAllister. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Tries to play it through. That's been slipped through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rodri.
Such good technique.
And that's an excellent interception. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 35 yards out, this. And it's Frimpong. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Reinders. Matheus Nunes. Now Ruben Dias. Matheus Nunes. Haaland. Foden. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nice control.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's a promising position. Reinders' cross. And he's there to get it away. Matheus Nunes. Backward it goes. And it's Rodri. And he welcomes it in. Isak. Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai. That ball looks a good one. Mohamed Salah gets flagged offside. Rodri. And Reinders. Semenyo. And it's Reinders. And Reinders. Foden. Can he get on the end of this? Out to the right.
There will be 1 minute
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Rodri. Caresses it through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Welcome our players.
So your views on the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Liverpool go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And we're already back up and running after half-time. Liverpool carrying a one-goal lead. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rodri. Szoboszlai. Reinders. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he's taking no chances there. Szoboszlai. Isak unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rodri cuts out the pass. And he's forced to go back. Chooses to go cross-field. Matheus Nunes. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. And he shoots! Oh, taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
71,550.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Haaland. Foden.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Pass somewhat off target. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Mohamed Salah has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Out to the left it goes. Marmoush. Marmoush! Mohamed Salah.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Salah. Szoboszlai. Liverpool have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Marmoush. Now it's Haaland. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Marmouche. Nouri. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Looking to play him in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Out towards the flank. Van Dijk concedes a free kick for that. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
11, Mohamed Salah. Number
Bernardo
8,
Silva knocks it out wide.
Coming on the field.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Number 22.
He's on it. Can he get away?
Ekitike.
Matches
Number
Nunes
3,
at it in a wide
Santo.
position, showing good
taking
feet.
place.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Robertson has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Looking for options for movement. Jones. And it's Bernardo Silva. Played out wide. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ekitike shot a goal. It's a goal. They have stolen level at the last. That was a given. It always was.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter,
4
but you really
added
shouldn't be
minutes have
left
been
unmarked
indicated.
in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
And he is going into that little black book. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. And we are already back underway. Liverpool did fantastically well to force... Oh, that is asking for... There's the shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Bernardo Silva. Matheus Nunes. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. McAllister. Ekitike. Jones. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. McAllister considers his options. And it's Jones. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Savinho. Matheus Nunes. And it's Nunes. Savinho. McAllister goes on a charge down the left. And it's Bernardo Silva. That's it for the first period of extra time.
A quick reminder today that smoking
Both
is
teams have
only
run
allowed
themselves
in areas
into the
shown
ground
as
out there.
not.
Does
Thank you for your
anyone
cooperation.
have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. And that's going right the way across. Haaland. Good read, needed to be. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Liverpool present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Alisson, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Haaland is onto this. And Bernardo's, and another try! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think.
Oh, no, and the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Frimpong. Rodri gets a foot in here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Jones.
1 minute added time.
Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Isak tries a shot! And he's managed to get rid. And there goes the final whistle. Liverpool played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. And so the calm before the storm. Again, this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Doku gets into a good position. Haaland! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Showing great feet there. Spread it left. He is through here. And here's Rayner. Szoboszlai. Liverpool so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's a sharp little ball here. Semenyo, that's a lovely pass. Vitz, now it's Isak, and he's been shifted off it. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I really like the look of Florian Wirtz, Peter. What's impressed me most is his decision-making, which has been grown through his youth years. That comes from his wonderful understanding of the space around him. And he can dictate the tempo of his play accordingly. And he's going to be a superstar in years to come.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes crosses it in. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's worked it through. Donnarumma gets rid without sophistication.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Great defending, strong and determined. Ruben Dias defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vitz played back in. No, that's been intercepted. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Semenyo. Szoboszlai. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Isaac! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Doku. Now Foden. Mohamed Salah does well to get it back. McAllister. Gravenberg. And it's Soboslai. He has a look up. Decent chance! And he's done it!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Liverpool leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
There's the shot! It's hit the upright. Doku. Foden. Nicely spread. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Doku. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a good look here. Oh, he's seen that early. He's having a shot! He's scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He could be in here.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Rodri takes control of it and he's on the move. Now, can they get him away? He slings it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Aimed beyond the defence. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And he's gone searching crossfield. Foden, given the lift of his goal. Doku. Tries to pass it through. Chooses to go back. That is a brilliant interception. Takes the shot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution on the field. Number
Both
11.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 7. Let's coming on the field.
Liverpool still have the
22.
cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Nuri. And it's Rodri. Knocks it into space. Gravenberg.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Jones. Well timed, excellent interception. Isak with a definite foul there. Ruben Dias. And it's Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Haaland. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that is expertly dealt with. Doku. Crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Soboslai has it in a wide position. That's really good defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Distributed tidily. Rodri. Into the last 5 minutes. Gravenberg out to the right. This looks promising. And here's Isak. No way through, so back it comes. And it's McAllister.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! Liverpool take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And that's that. Liverpool have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result...
Hello, and atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And already we're underway here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Simeone. Oh, good spread. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Diogo Dalot.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, I wonder a little bit what role this guy, Matheus Cunha, has been asked to play here, Peter, because despite all his creativity and ball skills, he doesn't really have blistering pace to be an out-and-out winger or the strength to be a number 9. I just love it when he gets that free rein to roam wherever he wants. We'll have to wait and see on this.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Tries a shot! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now the ball's gone astray. It's a threatening ball. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha pinches it off him. He's in space and looking for options. Could move up a gear here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Delivers the ball. He rises! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Mazraoui. So, what can they make of this? It's a throw-in. Llorente. Griezmann. Aims beyond the defence. Lisandro Martinez deals with that comfortably. Matheus Cunha. He can run onto that. Molina. And it's Griezmann. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a sharp pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rayner. Llorente. Looking for the run. Thinks about the shot. Swung over.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Menu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Menu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Molina kept his eye on it, and he's there. The normal. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Molina. Now it's Rayner. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rayner is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Casemiro. Molina stands tall and stands strong. Threads one in. Griezmann. Matheus Cunha. Now that looks a decent ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's found a way past. And it's Rayner. Llorente. Now it's Alvarez. Bruno Fernandes does well to get it back. That's a little off target. Menu.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Molina. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Rayner. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he get it through? Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Mazraoui. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. We always look the favourite there.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach. Goes for a shot! Rayner. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
No, that's been intercepted. Menu. And now the breakaway. Now it's Menu. Spread it left. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Simeone receives it in a wide position. Menu.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So, time for changes
Griezmann.
on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is number
Bruno
8.
Fernandes.
Barrios.
Matheus
Substitution.
Cunha. It'll be a throw-in. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries to play it through. That is a great pick out. Big chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Matheus Cunha. That is a crunching tackle. Molina. And it's Barrios. Alvarez. Llorente. Now it's Simeone. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Mount. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Driving through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Barrios, and he's worked it through. He's onside! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And he's in on real chance! He's got a goal! And what a climax we have here! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Decent chance! And he hits the net! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Alvarez, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very well.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That is good alertness. Diogo Dalot. Matheus Cunha. Ball is over the line. Manchester United already making their first change. Not what was planned, I don't think.
Look, to make a change this early, Peter, is not the norm. He seems to be unhappy about it, and I sympathise. I think he's been harshly treated.
It's a promising position. Oh, such a clever touch. There's the... hits it first time! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required. That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes is onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Menu. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where I'm pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Matheus Cunha. That'll be a throw. And that's definitely not his best. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Simeone. Lisandro Martinez is the guilty party there. Llorente. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez. Great Simeone! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Llorente. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Can he get it through? Now it's Matheus Cunha, and he's managed to get free. Now it's Menu. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He can get that clear. Llorente. Lenormand. And it's Llorente. Barrios. Rayner. And it's Llorente. Looking for the run. The most accurate pass. Driving forward. Rayner. He's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Mazraoui did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's in on goal. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Ahmad, and here's the chance to counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Alvarez. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Casemiro. Ahmad. And it's Menu. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Ahmad. And the return pass. Menu. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now the breakaway. And it's Rayner. Rayner. Shot at goal! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
1 minute added time.
Pablo Barrios. Oh, super ball. Into the channel.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Please welcome to the field.
So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the action is back on the way. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Knocks it into space. He is through here. And he's gone backward here. Llorente powering forward here. Llorente. And the finish! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Out to the left it goes. Mount. Molina. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Alvarez. Now, can they get him away? Bruno Fernandes. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It's a threat. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, easy pickings there. Played out wide. Bruno Fernandes. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. He's going for goal! Opts to play it back. 60 minutes played. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Matheus Cunha deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Molina. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Foot in. Casemiro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Llorente. Rayner. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mount. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no joy this time. Llorente. Barrios. Now it's Simeone. Mount. Llorente with a definite foul there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Casemiro. Martinez. Spread out to the left. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now, this could be a chance. Steaming on goalwards.
They've been denied a chance to develop.
And he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mount clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has been cut short. Mount. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution on the field.
Bruno
Number 10,
Fernandes ready to try
Rayner.
one.
Number 8, Barrios.
Bruno Fernandes has a
Coming on
shot!
the field,
It's hit the
number
crossbar.
7, Griezmann.
That's a
Number
half-decent
6,
try.
Koke. Substitution in progress.
Oh, what's he done? Can he finish? Sticks it away! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's on it, can he get away?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
2 added minutes has been
Yeah,
indicated.
he's fouled him there. Diogo Dalot. And it's Mazraoui. And that's it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just... Well, there's little doubt that Spain and Portugal are two of the 21st century's most formidable teams. Both ambitious, both obliged to win, both crammed with incredible talent, but only one can prevail. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. When these two meet, Jim, we know it is special.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
We have already started here. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Cristiano Ronaldo! Lenormand. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness and enthusiasm, and all those...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Spain have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. Grimaldo. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Looking for options for movement. João Cancelo cuts it out. Stood up well to him there. Pedri could try cutting inside here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
And it's Rodri. And here's Ferran Torres. And he's on his way. Ferran Torres! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's been taken short. Swept in. Oh, nice touch. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Vitinha.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Vitinha.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bruno Fernandes. Rodri. And it's Pedri. He's in plenty of space here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Yamal! Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that is a nice touch. And he's managed to get free. Bruno Fernandes has it in a wide position. Looking for the run. Now the ball in. Here comes another cross. Al-Kubasi is there, and he can get that clear. He's had a shot! No, he's missed it.
Vitinha clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Rodri. Dani Olmo tries to play it through. That's the keeper's ball. And Portugal can counter-attack here. Oh, delightful ball. And he's managed to get rid. Spain are looking to break at pace. Looking to play him in. Yamal. That's very neat. Ferran Torres, and the shot! Goal! Spain! There is the breakthrough! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have had the first significant moment. Oh, given away. Oh, look, takes a shot! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have and it's half-time here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Spain really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Spain in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has already resumed here. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Good driving run. And the finish! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Kubasi. Here's Rodri. He's a shot. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a goal! The second half sparked straight into life. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Williams. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rodri. Kubasi. The normal. Rodri. For Ferran Torres. Pedri. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Dani Olmo. Williams. And here's Ferran. Decent chance! Quarter of an hour into the second half.
This match was 71,898.
Ferran Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Chance! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Pedri threads one in, and he shoots! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ferran Torres. Bruno Fernandes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Ferran Torres. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Rodri. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Cancelo. Looking to go deep. Pedro Porro gets rid without sophistication. He's in a great position here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now there's a fine ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Same again, same outcome.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
The normal. And Dani Olmo. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Dani Olmo. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Searching pass he's played there. Tries a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. Spain are looking to go forward now. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nico Williams picks it up out wide. The ball's gone astray. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
There will be 3 minutes added
And
time.
he's intervened well there. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pedri. Taken back almost at once. Lovely, now then. Dani Olmo. And the referee brings it to a close. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Yamal voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
It's Kane! Has fallen kindly here. Goal, England! And that's got him off to a flyer.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Martinelli. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Martinelli has got himself a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Carlos Augusto. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bellingham. Rashford. Foden. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. Rashford is on his own. Bruno Guimaraes. Played out to the right. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Martinelli. And it's Neymar. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And this is Kane. Now it's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Kane! Oh, split-second reaction.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
England with the corner, they're first. And that was nowhere near his best. And now they can spring out of defence. Knocks it into space. Oh, good read. Rafinha. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gehi. And it's Rice. Now Foden. Palmer. It's a good ball out wide. Foden. For Rice. Foden. Out to the right. Threads one in. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Martinelli. Oh, that's fabulous. He's found a way past. Strong running down that left flank. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Rafinha. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Rashford. Palmer. Pass somewhat off target. Carlos Augusto. And it's Joelinton. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Palmer. Oh, perfectly measured that. Bellingham. Oh, sweet feet. Out of play for a goal kick.
England really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Neymar, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Palmer. Now it's Foden. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played,
There
well
will
stopped.
be 1 minute added time.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Welcome to the field.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
England have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
England really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bruno Guimaraes pinches it off him. And it's Joelinton. Oh, some tackle that. Martinelli could try cutting inside here. Kane. And it's Palmer. Can he get it through? He's through here. Shoots! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
England are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Martinelli. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for England. Number 9, Kane. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Watkins.
That was not
Substitution.
well. Nicely weighted ball. And it's been played through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Watkins is onto this. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to gift it back. And it's Palmer. Joelinton, Rafinha, looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. He has a look up. Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that far. And England have a chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Joelinton. The muscular approach does pay off here. Joelinton really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Skims one in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Rashford. He's a sharp little ball here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Watkins. England do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Savinho. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's come loose. And that is out of play. Bellingham. Rice. Rashford.
There they go, hunting again.
Palmer has been caught there, it's a foul. Alexander-Arnold. Foden. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lucas Paqueta. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Now it's Rafinha. João Pedro. Bellingham. Now it's Palmer. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution for England, number 11, Phil Foden.
Alexander-Arnold.
Bellingham, number
Gahey.
24, Palmer.
That is Gallagher.
Coming on the field, number
Now it's
26,
Rashford.
Gallagher.
Now it's Watkins.
Number 18, Gordon.
Saka
Number 7,
is having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Rashford. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Rice.
Added minute has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Rafinha. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. It's a really well-measured ball. And that's gone loose. Danilo. And he's there to get it away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. England are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.